So Scooter lost his life. Young Scooter. Jug. Rapper from Atlanta had his birthday party or his day of birth, celebrating his birthday. He was turning 39 years old. The dude supposedly hops 2 fences, running from the police, injures himself on his upper thigh, I believe, bleeds out, and is pronounced unalived. He passes away at the hospital. That's a quick summary. They didn't know about this. At first, they said that the police, the ATL police, are the ones that did it. They shot him. Came to be not true. I seen the actual report from Atlanta Police Department saying that he sustained the injury on his thigh where he bled out. So young Scooter is no longer here. Now the crazy thing is, there's a woman from I think Baddies Club. She has some kind of background with that, horrible, wicked show. But they're blaming her because they say that she made the phone call. Now, I saw this on Poetic Flacco's channel, but I don't want to react to it because I think that dude might mess around and give me a copyright strike. So I'm going to go to KB Goes Live over here with the full breakdown. Check it out.
Now at 5, Atlanta police have asked for the public's help surrounding the death of rapper Young Scooter.
Hey there, guys. Well, there are a lot of questions about that 911 call that led police to the home where rapper Young Scooter was celebrating his 39th birthday Friday night. But they're now asking for the public's help to identify the woman who called 911. Investigators say that call was made from a 911 only phone, which makes it harder to trace.
Oh, a 911 only phone. So that means it was cut off? Some phones can only dial emergencies if they don't have no service, right? I think that's what that means. I might be wrong. Whoa.
Oh boy, the story just goes on and on and on. So it looks like people have identified the woman who made the call to 911.
Shout out YouTube. Shout out Whack and all them. They Whack 100 and them put her on blast. Somebody did. Poetic Flacco, all of them, y'all. The YouTube sleuths, y'all. They got her.
Led to young Scooter losing his life, right? A lot of people wanted to know who she was.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Young Scooter. I don't listen to rap music. Let me clarify that. I don't listen to any new rap music. I hardly even really listen to music, but sometimes when I'm driving my 18-wheeler, I got a playlist, rap, or really it's all songs that I just accumulated over the years, put to the song file. And I'm not gonna lie, Young Scooter probably has, I think maybe one song on there that I like of his. And I always liked this guy right here. I thought he was kind of a cool, collective, young man out of the ATL rap scene. He had a crazy kind of flow, kind of just lazy, slow draw, and he had pretty good beats. But let's be honest, he talked about jugging. He talked about pushing weight and all that. So again, I don't hardly listen to music at all, especially rap. But I'm not gonna lie, I got one song in my playlist that'll play every now and then. And Scooter was living it, and he passed away, y'all. It's a messed up deal. Let's continue.
Well, it looks like now we have an answer to that. Apparently, her name is Demi Blanco. I guess she was a participant on the reality show Baddies. She is the one that placed that call.
5,000 followers on IG. Girl, you whack.
And we watched the clip at the beginning of this where police just last night were reaching out to the public asking for their help in identifying who this woman was.
Damn, that was quick. They got her ass. Let's go.
I think they even offered a reward if anybody could identify her, right? And a lot of people are looking real suspiciously at her right now. And
if that's her, they say it is. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. Can she be held liable for Young Scooter's passing? I heard Young Poetic Flacco, whatever that fool's name, I heard him saying that she needs to be held accountable and charged with something for this whole situation. What the hell?
Including the police, because they wanted to identify her. They said that she called from a 911 only phone. I don't know if she just bought a burner to do this, or if she took a SIM card out of a phone, or maybe she's broke and just didn't have no phone time on her phone. I don't know, but it's real suspicious. And apparently she's got a real distinct voice. There were a lot of people who pretty much as soon as they heard that 911 call apparently knew that it was this Demi Blanco chick. Right? I had no idea, but you had guys like this dude right here making videos like this one.
Don't lie, it just hit me. I just recognized who voice that is calling the motherfucking police on Young Scooter. It's this whole Demi. Her name on Instagram is @Demi Blanco. Y'all go, hey man, this the man, her name Demi. She the one pretending to be the neighborhood watch. This hoe ain't no neighborhood watch. This neighborhood ain't even got no neighborhood watch. Man, y'all, find this reporter.
Yeah, so
so they say reporter now, right? Hey, but it's not a laughing matter. I'm sorry. But to be honest, I heard the phone call. And It was a very odd phone call. And then she kept saying she was a neighborhood watch. What the hell? She said that there was weapons in the house, up to 7 men, that they might be human teeing people, that they're always pushing poison out of that place, that they're always partying and they're always hanging out all times of night and people going in and out. Like, she gave the whole game plan on the trap house. But did you hear what this guy said? Once your name is thrown out there, it's over. I interviewed somebody that was putting the finger on some people down the street that were doing some illicit activities. Some pervert old man from Mexico that was using, his illegal workers for certain, what? And someone got a hold of me, and I got the interview. It's on my channel. I'll put it in the description probably if you can check it out. And she talked about this. The first thing that my wife knew when she heard that woman's voice, she said that woman has a very distinct voice. So what I did, it kind of took away from the interview, to be honest. I've changed it in CapCut. I use CapCut to do my edits, and it changed the voice to AI to something that you can't recognize. Because the last thing I want to do is put out some content when someone's giving up some info on somebody, right? And you can call me snitch. I don't give a flip. I'm a concerned citizen. I'm really the neighborhood watch. You ain't got to like it. But I don't want to put content out there with somebody's voice is recognizable, or anybody's voice, right, that someone will recognize. And once it goes out there, man, it's over. Think about it. This dude did the post, and from there, boom, 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 boom. They line it all up. And they matched the voice with the person. So I said to say this. That's what I did on my video. I disguised her voice for no one could recognize it. I said, you know what? It ain't worth me 3,000, 4,000 views, even 10, 20,000 views, for this woman to get found out that she's speaking. I hid her voice on the interview. I'm just saying, people's voices, someone's going to know. Someone is going to recognize it. And once that little bit of info goes out there, it's over. It's over.
It did not take people long to identify who she was.
See?
She is no longer anonymous, and she knows that she's no longer anonymous. She went over on Instagram. She posted this right here up where she said, I'm going live to tell the truth at 1 p.m. Right?
That's all these people do. It's not a game. If this is the woman that did it, I don't know, you haven't finished the video. Young Scooter lost his life. Hey, he ran from the police. That's on him. But you calling the police on people, and then if it's a false report, you should be held accountable. You should be arrested, or at least at the minimum charged for filing a false report on a 911 call. Let's be honest. If you're a neighborhood watch, you're just going to have a 911 phone number, should I say? The phone that can only dial 911. If you're neighborhood watch, that don't sound right at all. They trace it back to a phone that's basically a burner phone. That's highly, today, Junior, suspicious.
Right, that was just a couple hours ago, and she did go live, and she did respond to all of this, and I'll go ahead and play you guys what she said.
There's a reaction for every.
Oh, that's her. I could tell listening right now.
Every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only had part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt. And I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout.
Say my truth. Girl, say the truth. How about that? I don't trust nobody that says that. I want to say my truth. Believe all women, right? Young Scooter right now, gone.
I want anything. All these troll pages, y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, and I was physically abused multiple times.
I don't believe her. I'm going to be honest. I don't believe her. Her tone, I think she's just a vindictive woman. She's mad about something. She didn't get invited to the party. Who knows? I don't believe her. I'm just being honest.
Okay, so there is a lot going on right there in that live that she just did. First off, in the live, she claims that she was actually the girl that was being abused. Remember, the police said when they came out, it was because they got a call. A woman said that she seen somebody else who possibly could be underage, but might be 18 to 21 years old, being beat up. That's what she said when she was on the phone. Now,
And she was like, send them quick. She's gonna lose her life. I'm looking at her right now. She was like playing the role. If that was you at the beginning or during the phone call, say it was you. Now, after young Scooter's gone, now you want to say it was you. Now, I'm not here to defend no illicit, illegal acts or criminality whatsoever, but I am about being held accountable. And if you're falsifying police reports, lying to the police on a 911 phone call, right? Someone else could have been trying to call the police while you're on the line, taking up their time lying to them, or at least not telling the whole truth, you're telling your truth. Shame on you, woman. You should be held accountable for what you did. Now, young Scooter's in the mortuary right now, and here you are on Instagram Live with 120 people watching with 4,000 measly ass followers. Pathetic.
Out in this live, she's saying, actually, I was the person that was getting beat up and abused. And
You a liar. She's a straight up liar. In the first video I saw, she was saying she was witnessing someone else being abused, and now she's the one that was abused. You a liar.
I know that she's trying to clear her name with this live right here, but if you ask me, this didn't do anything to help her further because the details just don't add up. When you go listen to that 911 phone call, it's clear that there was a malicious intent behind her placing that phone call. She accused not only young Scooter, but everybody that was in the house with young Scooter of committing crimes. Pretty much every crime that you can name. Yeah. She said pimping, dealing. She said there was guns, there was women, there was children, there was, everything. According to her, everything that is bad was happening in that house, right? And I'm not saying that she wasn't getting abused. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it doesn't do anything to help her when details, like on the call, it was I seen a woman getting beat up, to where on this live, it was I was actually the person getting beat up, right? When you have contradictions like that right there that happen, it doesn't help to clear your name. If anything, it just adds more clouds to the situation and makes the situation that much more muddier. She claims that her intention wasn't to get young Scooter hurt, but when you listen to that phone call, man, she was trying to alert them police to him. She wanted them to show up aggressively. That's why she claimed the things that she claimed. I'm not saying Scooter was innocent in this. I'm just saying the situation looks and sounds crazy, especially when you go listen to the 911 call that was placed. Now, she didn't add any clarification about what happened to young Scooter. We still got confusion about that because Young Thug is saying that he got shot. Young Thug didn't say he got shot by the police, but he said that the autopsy said he got shot by somebody. Right?
I didn't see that. I didn't see the autopsy report released by Atlanta Police Department saying that. And I barely seen the post, barely on X. They released a statement. Not shot. He suffered a wound on the upper thigh, around the leg area, whatever, and he passed away from blood loss. And let's be honest, there's certain parts of your body that have arteries that you will bleed out. Let's be honest. Y'all running from the police, you think you can get away? And I ain't saying that that's what Scooter was doing, young Scooter, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. Let's be honest. So, he ran, he took a fall. I'm pretty sure it'll come out sooner or later.
At the police saying nobody got shot, so we still got confusion on that front. We got confusion on this front. And all I know is that last night the police said that they were looking to identify her. I don't know what comes next for her from here going forward. I don't know if they're looking for her just to get more details.
Investigate her. Interrogate her. Charge her for lying if she lied. Now, this is the problem in America. You got women like this that are scorned. They want to go to the internet for clout. They want to call the police, and she basically ruined someone's life. Scooter's gone. Again, he needs to be held accountable for whatever he did, I guess, but he's no longer here. Can you imagine the dude celebrating his birthday? The police, get called that he's doing all kinds of weirdo activities. If true, shame on him. But now this woman's trying to go to Instagram instead of going to the police to clear her name. If you're innocent, go to the police. Don't go to the gram. The hell?
From her, I don't know if they're looking for her because they feel like that 911 call was malicious. She said she was part of the neighborhood watch. The clip we watched from the dude earlier said, I don't know what she talking about. Ain't no damn neighborhood watch out here. So she was clearly lying about some things in that phone call. They may want to talk to her about giving, a false report.
Yep. And with that, y'all, we're going to pause it real quick. And shout out KB Goes Live. Here's the actual phone call. I wanted to put it in here at the end of the video. Here's this woman speaking and calling the police.
Atlanta 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to Cap. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, or EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house, and
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically like I.
Hold on. So you say you're the neighborhood watch on the phone call, but now you're claiming in part B of your story that you're giving your truth now that you're the one that was assaulted. So which one is it?
Said these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They hold their guns in the air, and then it's like I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's like the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
Shots were fired.
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Now Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Okay. Give me one moment.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
She has a baby. What the hell? This is weird.
Okay, you said the female was naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay.
Damn.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular t-shirt. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
Damn.
What? Okay. And you said she's naked. Okay, give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Hey, Grady, it's Atlanta with a transfer to callers at 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast. Let me give you a little bit about what's going on at this location. There's a male at the location that's fighting a female. She is naked. A shooting, shots were fired. About 3 shots were fired.
Repeat the address for me.
273 William Nye, NYE Drive, Southeast.
Oh, okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah, call her and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. It's like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Man, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
Atlanta, what's your operator number?
And there it is, y'all. The phone call. I don't play any more of that. Crazy. So she's being exposed now. Like I said, they recognize her voice. They know who it is. She's not denying it. And do you believe all women at this point? Young Scooter, rap, I would say legend in Atlanta, gone, jumping the fence. The police did not shoot him. Quit lying, young thug. Another criminal over there. But something happened with his leg. Hit an artery or something, I believe. I saw a report from the police that he sustained a leg injury and he bled out. But in these kind of cases, what do we do here? Do we believe the woman I mean, she basically gave a whole like hostage scenario over here. She had it well thought out. She spoke very clearly. She had an agenda. She had, her mission statement. She basically had this whole thing wrapped up in a nice little bow tie for the police, if it was true. Young Scooter gone, y'all. Is she part to blame for this? That's my reaction. And again, remember, you ain't gotta like it. Later.